Hello all, welcome to the third lecture. In this lecture, we are going to study a two-transistor model of SCR. Now what this two-transistor model of SCR says is, it is a method by which an SCR or a thyristor can be represented in the form of two transistors, transistor T1 and T2. So in this model, you will see that an SCR or a thyristor is a combination of NPN transistor and PNP transistor. So let's start this. Let us first consider a normal SCR construction here, which consists of 4 layers PN with 3 junctions J1, J2, J3. And it has got 3 terminals, anode, gate and cathode. So the current flowing from anode will be IA, current flowing through cathode will be IK, current flowing through gate will be IG. This is what we already know. Now what I will do is I will bisect these two middle layers, which is shown here by pink dotted lines. We have bisected these two layers. And now you can see you have one part here PNP, which forms one transistor PNP, and this side you can see NPN, which forms the second transistor NPN. So thus here it forms two transistor model of SCR. This is how it will be shown with PNP, that is emitter base collector of one transistor, and this is second transistor NPN with collector base emitter. This is the anode terminal, so here you will have anode current IA. This is gate terminal, so here you will have IG current. This is cathode terminal, so here you will have current IK. So this transistor T1 is PNP and this second transistor T2 is NPN. Together they form SCR. This is how the equivalent circuit of a two-transistor model of SCR is represented with anode, gate and cathode terminals, and these are T1 and T2. This is same as this. This is the equivalent circuit of this model, two-transistor model. So now we see here, this is anode. So you have here anode current IA. Also, this is the emitter of first transistor T1. So IA is equal to emitter current of T1. Here you have IK at the cathode terminal. Also, this is the emitter of second transistor T2. So IK will be equal to IE of second transistor. Next we see here gate current IG in this direction. Here will be the collector. As you can see here, this is the collector terminal. So here you will have current IC1. This is the collector terminal of T2. So here you will have IC2, collector current of second transistor IC2. This is the base terminal. So this will give you base current of transistor T1, which is represented as IB1. Since IB1 and IB2 are flowing in the same direction, these two values are same. So we have IB1 is equal to IC2. What remains here is base current of second transistor, which is IB2, and it is in this direction. So the same circuit, the earlier circuit, same circuit I have taken here, the equivalent circuit of two transistor model of SCR. And these are the current directions that we have just now discussed. Now let us just analyze this circuit and let us find out what will be the expression for anode current IA. So for this, we will first consider general equation of collector current, which is collector current IC. This is the generalized form of collector current. IC is equal to alpha IE plus ICBO. IC is collector current, alpha is current gain, IE is emitter current, ICBO is the leakage current of transistor. So for transistor T1, how we will write this equation is IC1, because collector current of transistor T1 is IC1, is equal to alpha 1, which is leakage, which is current gain of transistor T1, IE, that is emitter current, is same as IA. So in place of IE1 we have taken IA plus ICBO1, which is leakage current of transistor 1. Similarly, for transistor 2 we will have collector current IC2 is equal to current gain alpha 2, which is the current gain of second transistor. In place of emitter current we have taken IK, because IE2 is equal to IK. So in place of IE2 we have taken IK plus ICBO2, which is leakage current of second transistor. So these are the collector current expressions for transistor T1 here and transistor T2 here. Now you see the anode current IA, it comes here like this, it comes here and it splits into IC1 and this current IC2. So IC1 and IC2 together constitute IA. So IA can be written as sum of IC1 plus IC2. So in place of IC1 we are substituting this equation. So in place of IC1 we are putting this equation. In place of IC2 we are putting this second equation. So that gives you IA is equal to this. Next you see, when a gate triggering pulse is applied at the gate terminal, there will be a current IG flowing through gate. So when gate current IG is applied, what will happen is this current IK will be IG plus IA. You see here IG is coming here. Also from top IA is coming here. So both of these currents constitute IK. So IK is equal to IA plus IG. Now in place of IK in this equation of IA, I will substitute IK is equal to IA plus IG. So this equation can be then rewritten as IA is equal to alpha 1 IA plus ICBO1 plus alpha 2. In place of IK we are putting this IA plus IG, so that is kept in this bracket, plus ICBO2. After you rearrange these terms, we will get the expression for current, anode current IA. In my notes I will give detailed detailed steps of rearranging the terms. Otherwise you can also work it out by yourself. It is very easy. So by rearranging the terms we will get anode current IA as this expression. So this is how two transistor model of a thyristor is analyzed. What is a two thyristor model? It is a method by which an SCR can be represented in the form of two transistors. One is PNP transistor, other one is NPN transistor. That is all for this lecture. Thank you.